We are back on WDRB Mornings on this somber Wednesday. This is an up-close look at the fire and smoke from yesterday's UPS plane crash here in Louisville. You can see thick black smoke and flames from close up, and eventually someone takes off running there.
And this is close-up video of firefighters on the scene yesterday. You can see how extensive this debris field is, and you can imagine how difficult the cleanup is going to be.
We're going to get to our team coverage here in just a minute, but first, Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg joins us this morning to talk about the crash. Mayor, thank you for taking the time. I'm sure you had a long night.
Good morning. Yeah. It was long and difficult, incredibly difficult for the families that are still waiting for information that I met at the Family Reunification Center last night. We're working to get them information as quickly as possible. Now that it's light out again, we hope that we can get them information ASAP.
Mayor, how many families are we talking about who still do not know the whereabouts of their loved ones?
We haven't yet released that information, Candace, but it's more than the number of victims that were being reported. So we have every reason to believe that the number of victims will increase throughout the day as we finalize some information that we believe to be accurate.
I've been wondering about the crew that was on board the UPS plane, Mayor. Do you know anything about those folks? Are they from Louisville?
I have some information on that, but UPS is asked to release that information themselves, so we're gonna let them release that information.
Let's talk about next steps. The NTSB sending a crew, I believe you said 28 people here to Louisville, should be here this morning. What does happen next, and what is the city's role in that?
Well, NTSB will have the primary lead on the investigation. So we were in close coordination with them last night, with, of course, the first responders needing to do what they needed to do. And we also want to get information and do the search so we can get information to victims' families as soon as possible, identify any victims. That will continue. But in terms of the search and getting us answers on why this horrific crash happened, the NTSB has the lead on that. This has also triggered the federal act that provides support for victims' families. So they'll be, assisting us with that effort as well. And I'll be meeting them on the ground when they land here in a couple of hours.
I know we're expected to hear from them maybe around 10 o'clock today. We, of course, will bring that here to you on the air as needed. Mayor, I also want to ask you about folks who are watching this today who, have seen what has happened and they're like, man, I'm scared. I'm rocked by this. We see UPS planes all the time in this city.
We do. I mean, as a mode of transportation, flying is incredibly safe. There are tragic accidents like this that happen in incredibly rare instances. And so I would, I have no fear of flying personally. I understand, though, what this does to people and the impact it has. I would encourage anybody, if they have concerns, whether it's for a fear of getting on a plane again or just in general, the impact that this has on all of us as Louisvillians. I'm sure everyone felt that same gut punch, that same sinking heart feeling of horror when they saw in the news for the first time yesterday. I still have that pain throughout my body. I'm sure others do. Please talk to friends and loved ones. If you need to talk to a professional, please do that. We have resources available across the city for that. I'm also thankful for the 200 first responders that responded last night through the evening there. The one positive bit of news compared to last night that we have this morning is that the shelter-in-place radius has been reduced to a quarter mile. We've been monitoring all of the air throughout the night, and that radius has been reduced, and we will continue to reduce it as we have the ability to do so safely.
Just before our interview started, we were showing pictures of debris scattered on the ground. Explain what you want people to do if they have debris in their yard or they see it at their place of business.
Great question. Thanks, Candace. So we have set up on LouisvilleKY.gov. If you think you see debris, please don't touch it. Please don't move it. Go to LouisvilleKY.gov. We have a form up there where you can fill that out, and then we will have somebody, a professional, come and do that assessment, document that information. It can be a very important part of the investigation. You just never know unless you're an expert. We already have gotten a lot of information, and a lot of people have submitted information on the form at LouisvilleKY.gov, and so we ask that people do that as well. And if there's anyone else who's waking up this morning and is searching for someone that they're not aware of. The Victim Reunification Center is at 2911 Taylor Boulevard. That's the LMPD training facility. That's where I was last night after the airport, and that's where they continue to be operating out of.
I want to go back to that quarter-mile radius that you were talking about where people still need to shelter in place. How concerning should it be for the people who live in that area that the air is still not safe there?
Well, again, outside of that, we have no concerns outside of that area. And it's a shelter in place. It is not an evacuation order. And so we believe people will still be safe if they follow the shelter in place restrictions. We err on the side of caution. Public safety is our number one focus in everything that we do. And when we have incidents like that, public safety is our number one focus. It will continue to be, and we'll continue to keep the public informed as the day goes on.
Mayor Greenberg, I know you have to go and meet some NTSB representatives, and we're expecting a news conference from them later this morning, but thank you so much for your time and for sharing information.
Thank you all very much.